Good day, everyone, and it's very nice to meet you. Today, we are going to talk with you about creative tools for your job search. And of course, we are going to discuss some aspects of your job search that, aside, for example, LinkedIn and so on, so that you will have a wide choice of resources that work for you. So let's start. Of course, it's what will be the agenda today, right? So we are going to talk about how to improve your job search using social media, apps and websites in Israel, how it works in Israel. And of course, you are welcome to ask some additional questions from your career consultants and from our lecturers when you will be online. And of course, I'm going to introduce you to somebody that who is going to be with us in the journey today. So Serchenstein, he is a job seeker 2.0, and he is a job seeker that passed Gvahim course, of course. And what are the key elements that lead to successful job search? First of all, Serchenstein became social media and the same time data nerd. Many times it doesn't come together, or we think that okay, maybe I'm not that good in social, aspect of networking, for example, and stuff like that. And some of us say, well, okay, I'm not that good with numbers and data, but I'm going to prove to you that you have it all, and just with simple actions, you are going to improve this. You need to build your network. Of course, Serchenstein worked a lot on networking, and we have special lecture about how to network in Israel, so we are going to discuss it as well. Build your social presence, and you need to work on your social platforms, social media. 90% of employers will perform social media check on candidates before making a hiring decision. So we need to take it into account, and of course to prepare social media for them to see it. Searching for a job is a job itself, so you need to invest time. You need to book slots in your calendar, and really to be ready to invest your time and energies to the right direction. Because many times we know that, okay, I have 2 hours and I'm going to work on my LinkedIn profile. And then we understand that, okay, it actually took me 5 hours. So always, always, always try to book a little bit more time for some tasks, give yourself breaks. Also, because now you are self-employed for your job search, you also need to consider to take some rest, to make it not too overwhelming, but consistent at the same time. And of course, you need to manage and monitor your job search process, because you need to understand what strategy works best for you. Maybe you're going to understand that for you to be online is the best. For some of you, to visit networking events offline is the best strategy. For other people, it will be making one-on-one connections and set a lot of coffee meetings with people from industry that you are interested in. So let's find out how we are going to approach all these tasks. What we have in Israel is many people don't have Gvahim network, but you are part of Gvahim family, and of course we are here for you. And that was one of the reasons why Michael Ben Sadon, the first CEO of Gvahim, actually created Gvahim and funded it, because uh, many Olim come to Israel without knowing a lot of people. And we know that more than 60% of jobs in Israel are found through networking. So what to do, right? So he said, okay, from now on, every Olea is going to have a network, and it grew to a platform that you are part of now. I hope that you are. You joined Gvahim Network, and please use it to its maximum and connect there with people. Find yourself a mentor, check for job opportunities, and we are going to discuss many, many things that, like you have a special webinar for that. LinkedIn, of course, you have special lecture about LinkedIn, but I'm going to give you some tips about it as well. Facebook is very much in use in Israel, and we are one of the most Facebook addicted countries. Even more, many recruiters are checked on the skill of finding candidates through Facebook. So we can't ignore it, and we need to polish our Facebook profile in order for it to become very presenting ourselves as professionals in the industry. Twitter exists in Israel, of course, but it's not so much in use for professional needs. So you can skip part of fine-tuning of course, your uh, your Twitter account, and of course, Meetup. Meetup is the great website that you can actually find a lot of relevant meetings to your industry. So please use it. It is amazing, and there you can find a lot of offline events, online events, and there you have a lot of opportunities. So let's check for LinkedIn. What are the main recommendations that I can make to you aside to all the tips that you get from our amazing lectures? First of all, work on your profile that will make you more hireable. Basically, we need to be very much specific about what we are looking for, what kind of skills we have, and of course, to make it very, um, let's say, matching to Israeli keywords set to the job search that you are looking for, because maybe you came from a country where name of the job that you are looking for means something else in Israel, or the skill set that you have matches another job that actually has different name. So please use it, and of course it's very, very important always to fine tune. If you see it doesn't work for you, and you don't really appear in the search, or you don't get conversion, let's say, when you apply through LinkedIn, meaning that you need to change something. And it's okay, don't be scared to make a change. Of course, connections, expand your network. In Israel, people really open to communicate with you, but always try to connect with people that somehow you already met, or maybe personalize the message that you sent. Personalize the message to your connection anyway. Don't just randomly say send to people that you never met, and you know that they work where you want, you ask them to hire you. Just don't press the button to connect. Always try to add a note and write short intro. Why you approaching them, where did you meet, and what you can offer them, which is one of the key to your success. That maybe you can offer them market analysis. Maybe you can share with them experience you're working with the same customers that they have, or different customers that they maybe are looking to expand to. Maybe you know how to work on the language that they want to launch the product, if they want to launch it in new territory. So you have a lot to offer. Maybe, tell them just thank you for amazing post that they posted, or maybe tell them thanks for the event and the lecture that they gave. So all these things are very, very helpful for you to be presented as a very professional networker on LinkedIn. Of course, add relevant skills to your profile on LinkedIn. It should be 50, because that's the maximum number of skills that you can add. And of course, optimize the jobs to the job offers. Open the job offer, check the list of skills that is requested there, and just add them to your profile. Don't be afraid to remove something that is not relevant to Israel anymore. So just remove it and replace the skills that are actually, relevant to you. Ask for recommendations from your previous manager, team members, and clients. Recommendations on LinkedIn in the bottom of the page are super important. So please go for it, and please make it there. Even one recommendation can actually be very helpful. You can ask people to recommend you. And I always say that don't be shy to help them to help you. Once somebody tells you that they are willing to help you, send them a draft of something that you want them to write about you, and they will just post it on your page. Sometimes it really helps to shortcut the time that takes them to reply, and that's how you're less stressed, of course. Approach hiring managers and recruiters and send them personalized message as we spoke about it. It's really fine. Many times you see on LinkedIn who posted the job. So you can approach these people because that's why they actually post their name, that you know who did it, you know who posted the job, right? So that's what you can do. You can really approach people. So that's amazing. Use the advanced search tool. Please do so. And what is this advanced search tool? This is when you put a lot of filters, and you open it when you have this tab bar, and you just add many other filters, of the skills that you have. That's how you can match the job to filters that actually will help you to get more specific offers. This is how it looks like. So you can have all the filters that you can have, and this will really help you. And please do so. Using Facebook for your job search. Now let's switch to Facebook. What is very important, you need to join relevant groups to your profession, because many times we use Facebook as a social platform and we are not connecting there professionally. But in Israel, it is different. In Israel, you can really connect with people professional wise on Facebook. And of course, what will help you to stand out, because many times we just join a group like other people and we don't really think about that nobody's going to know that we are there. But I want you to stand out of the crowd and I want you to be seen by relevant professionals. So how we make it? Of course, you write a post, you introduce yourself in the groups. So in the group. So in this case, relevant people, HRs and recruiters, they are going to see you. And always try to upload your CV there, and to make it easier for them to see if you are really a good fit for something that they have to offer to you as professional. And yeah, so it should be a very short post, like sort of a summary that you have on the top of your CV, but a little bit more personalized to the group and more welcoming tone. So all that I'm sure that you know how to do. And of course, always remember, I think it's very natural thing, all of us do that. Recruiters will review your profile, and they are going to check your profile before your job search or change your job. So before like you finish the recruitment process, and before they finish with you, like in this way, that for example, you have the final stage of the interview and they are going to enter your Facebook profile for sure. So I really recommend for you to have some photos that you would use as a cover photo on LinkedIn, or also your profile picture should be very representing you as a professional, at least for the time of your job search, right? Or make a change in your privacy settings. And of course, if you feel like it, that you want to start sharing about your professional experience on Facebook, maybe start writing some posts, maybe start writing some examples of what you learn about your professional in Israel, about the industry. So share some professional content. It's very helpful. How to work with Facebook? Search for keywords. For example, you make a search and you say marketing. So here are the search results of all the groups that, not all, there are so many groups, guys. So please make your own research and please join groups. This is what I found, like top 4 for marketing, but you can find more. And please join groups that are still on, because sometimes the owner of the group stopped posting there, or or they have like 30,000 people in the group. And but the last post was 2 years ago, so it's not relevant for you to waste your time, right? So you choose something that is on, choose groups in English if you are looking for the job in English. And of course, sometimes you can even find groups in Hebrew, but very like very intuitive names, like I'm not technological and I want to work in high tech, right? Or um, mm, jobs in high tech and marketing without experience, right? So sometimes you can just translate a word like shivuk, for example, marketing in Hebrew, marketing. So that's this is also helpful. So you can use it all, and you can use these groups that I posted for you, right? But also uh, feel free to send to the group your own research, and of course join more and more and more. But always remember that you are not only joining, but you also introduce yourself in the group, and this will help you to be seen by HRs, by recruiters. Maybe they don't have something opened in their company, but what they can have is HR friend who is looking for somebody like you, for professional like you. So you are really making it easier for them to see you, to find you. And of course, Meetup. Please enter the website of Meetup. You can always share, like you can always find their events. You can build your network by visiting online and offline events. Um, for example, if you're looking for job in marketing, so you'll make a search there on Meetup for events in marketing in Israel. And sometimes companies make their open doors days. Sometimes they arrange and organize some events for industry inside their companies. Why I want you to do that? Because professionals from industry come there as professionals. You will not be only surrounded, for events that are made for Olim, which are great, and of course, visit them too. But sometimes you just want to visit an event that is for professionals, that you yourself in industry in Israel. So that's how you can get into the industry. And believe me, you're going to have some knowledge. You're going to, maybe you came there and you didn't have a chance to talk to somebody, but you learned so much. You already spoke to relevant people. It will sometimes helps that, sometimes it really helps that if you find somebody in Gvahim, in your group who study together with you, if, for example, you have somebody who also wants to job in marketing, so you pair and you bond and you go together to these events. This will help you for sure to be more sustainable visiting these workshops, right? Visiting some lectures. And you're going to find out that you have a lot of opportunities online and offline. And there you not just, you meet people, but then you connect with them on LinkedIn, you send them thank you message. Maybe you have opportunity to speak to the recruitment department who organized the meeting, and always try to check not only speakers but also those who organize the event, because usually these people, they know everyone who is invited to the event, right? They need to invite you, they also need to invite the speakers. They have a very, very big networking usually, so they are also very helpful to you. Try to connect with them, talk to them, and sometimes bring with you printed CV. It is actually amazing because nobody does it nowadays. But this what helps you to stand out, because people are going to see you, they are going to put your CV somewhere, and maybe in some time they open their bag and they see, okay, I'm going to give a call, I'm going to review it, because they will be more focused. And this also helps. I know that it sounds a bit off school, like it sounds like old school, but definitely, guys, try to make it. What else we have? We have an amazing site, Glassdoor, where you can find a lot of information about salaries, about the companies, and of course about Even people share their experience about the interviews, and sometimes you are lucky enough to find questions to the interview. And sometimes people share their experience working in the company, and you can see a lot of recommendations, and you can also make your own picture of how your job in this organization will look like, and you are going to make a decision if you want it or not. So make a great research on Glassdoor. Always check company on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and at Glassdoor. That's how you're going to have the whole picture of the organization and company that you want to join. Startup Nation Central and Mapped in Israel. These are two websites that are actually made for investors, and they provide their information and reports about companies, about startups, about because they created for especially for investors. So, for example, there you can find mapped in Israel, map of fintech in Israel. Also, like a lot of information, which companies actually are going to the IPO stage and stuff like that. So this will help you to understand where to invest your time. Also, many times we can't know all the companies, right? But these guys like Mapped in Israel, Startup Nation, also there is Viola Group. So you can use their research to find out about like wider range of companies and the names. So you can enter the website, you can check if they have some jobs, and maybe you're gonna have a lot of uh, findings, and about the industry. I really recommend you guys to read Israeli financial journalism, The Marker and Calcalist, for example, because just start making it once a week, but definitely it will help you to make up your own mind about the Israeli high-tech scene and about what's going on financially in the country. And you are going to be more and more involved in it. And maybe there will be something that you can mention during the interview. Maybe there will be something that you will find out that, okay, there is some new industry that appears in Israel. Maybe it is a good time to enter it. So definitely try to open it, read it. If you don't understand, translate to English your Google page. Right now we can do that. So it will make for you an easy way to enter Israeli professional world. There are also applications like Woo and Glot, and there are more jobs there that are not high tech. So you can also check it, and you can also see some jobs that are posted there. So this can also be helpful. Um, so go for it. Also remember that all those things that are not only for you to be checked by companies, right? Sometimes we think, okay, I have to have a great LinkedIn, I have to make my Facebook page, but also remember that it's not only about you being present on social media. Also companies, they are taking care of being right, presented in the right way on social media. And you can always check about company presence. So we know that what you want to see, what's the employer branding, what are the home opportunities, like work from home opportunities, work-life balance, career development track, what is the atmosphere, and of course dynamic or more laid back, and that's how you can find it out. On LinkedIn, usually companies are taking care of their business for business presence, right? So for their customers also. So this is like a professional side of the company, and there you will post about jobs, PR articles, and maybe some announcements for future events. Maybe they visit some summit or they visit some kind of international events. And this is what you definitely should check. Facebook is more like a character of the company. So there you can see a lot of internal life, maybe some, events that are made for employees, and some yearly events and some photos. By the way, you can check Facebook profile of the company, sometimes even Instagram account, to see how people dress up in the office so that you can prepare for the interview, and to see, okay, what is the style, so you can be a bit more official during the interview, but you're going to get the information of this kind as well, right? Because you just see, okay, how the office looks like and so on. And of course, Glassdoor, there you can gain insight about the current and from current and former employees, and what they think about the company, what are upsides and downsides. And of course, some people leave the recommendations, and some tips about the interviewing process and so on. You can definitely use it and take it seriously. And in the end of the day, that's what I told you, that definitely, guys, job search is the job itself, and you need to invest time to your job search. You need to be very wise about how you spend time. For example, go to the right events, go to the and make right connections, and good luck. Good luck with your job search. See you in other lectures with Gvahim, and have a great day.